Hey everybody, we're about to get started. This is Joe Bassetti versus Garret Bell. Both players skill level 7s. Christine is going to be running the stream. I'm going to be playing in the tournament tonight, but I'm here to get you started. Looks like Joe Bassetti won that lag. He'll get the break.
That is a great roommate. Oh,
Rob Martine and Jason Errickson, table 6. Rob Martine, Jason Errickson, table 6.
thanks for joining us tonight, folks. This is the 9-ball chip tournament, Friday nights out of Atlantic City Billiards. We are watching Joe Bassetti, who is a 7, play Garret Bell, who is also a 7. Whatever. I called out yesterday and today. Felt like I don't even. Like I need time. Second matchup, Joe Bassetti playing Julio Delatorre.
Carlo Favretto and Brogsdale, table 22. Carlo Favretto and Brogsdale, table 22. Lori Davenport and Kevin Fiegel, table 9. Lori Davenport and Kevin Fiegel, table 9.
Yeah.
Vernon Nate and Don Gibson, table 12. Vernon Nate, Don Gibson, table 12. Ron Barbarese and Pete Martin, table 17.
Nice.
Ron Barbarese, Pete Martin, table 17. Ken Gould and Dennis Renaro, table 23. Ken Gould, Dennis Renaro, table 23.
Ooh. Julio makes a nice shot on the 6 and sets himself up decently for the 7, although he's tucked a little into that corner pocket. I don't know if Julio's going to try to bring this back to the corner pocket or make the 9 off the 8. Nice shot on the 8.
And Leslie Barry, table 6. Jason Errickson, Leslie Barry, table 6. Jose Alfredo and Americo Muniz, table 15. Jose Alfredo and Americo, table 15. Jason Wendler Jr. and Keith Koff, table 13. Wendler Jr. and Keith Koff, table 13.
None of them. I don't think so. All right. Back to Julio for 9-ball shot in the corner, which is where he just called it. Although I think that's pretty clear. That's the choice to make.
Joe Mihalix and Mike Torres, table 11. Joe Mihalix and Mike Torres, table 11. Julio Delatorre and Jose Vicente, table 5, TV table. Julio Delatorre, Jose Vicente, table 5, TV table.
Um, Vicente. Um, right? Very like. All right, now you're watching Jose Vicente, who was a 6, and Julio Delatorre, who's also a 6. You may notice that Jose is
Kenny DePaulo,
quite a young
New
man,
Blanchard, table 16.
but he is
Kenny
definitely
DePaulo,
rated a
New
6.
Blanchard, table 16.
Plays like one of the big boys. It's a good hit.
Table 4, who won? Just raise your hand if you won. Barry won. Okay. Barry Wilson and McElroy, table 4. Barry Wilson and McElroy, table 4. Pat Marshall and Nick Shaw, table 8. Pat Marshall and Nick Shaw.
Ooh, and Julio misses the 2, but gives Jose a decent look at it. Probably wanted to hide that cue ball behind the 6, but I'm pretty sure Jose's got a straight shot onto the corner pocket.
Vernon Nate and Hennessy, table 12. Vernon Nate and Hennessy, table 12. Kevin Fiegel and John Naylor, table 9. Kevin Fiegel and John Naylor, table 9. Carlo Favretto and Brian Bassetti, table 22. Carlo Favretto, Brian Bassetti, table 22. There's 3 matches again. Vernon Nate and Hennessy, table 12. Kevin Fiegel and Naylor, table 9.
Jose is cleaning up the table nicely.
Brian Bassetti, table 22.
To iron up whether the 7 can get past the 9.
Tony Gray and
Oh,
Brianna
it makes
Aristeo, table 3.
a shot that I
Tony
could
Gray,
positively
Brianna Aristeo,
never
table
make
3.
into the side pocket past the 9, but the 7. And he is
Renaro and Rob
perfectly
Holiday,
on the
table
8.
23. Renaro and Rob Holiday, 23.
She makes, leaves himself the 9. Didn't see him call it, but he's probably going for the side. Yeah. Jose. And Jose wins that
Jose
match,
Vicente
so he'll
and
stay
Brady
on our
Jones,
streaming table
5,
here.
TV table. Jose Vicente and Brady Jones, table 5, TV table.
Brady Jones is an 8, so he
Joe
might
Connelly
give
and Kyle
Jose a
Coleman,
little bit
table
of his
2.
a run
Joe
for his
Connelly,
money.
Kyle Coleman, table 2. Americo Muniz and Tracey Vega, table 15. Americo Muniz, Tracey Vega, table 15. Keith, did you lose? Wendler Jr. and Juan Roa, table 13. Wendler Jr., Juan Roa, 13.
So Brady Jones wins the leg, and he is racking his own rack, as is custom in this tournament. For those of you who don't know, Jose is Brady's nephew. Jose is comes here with Brady Jones to play in these tournaments, and now they will face off against each other.
Dick Shaw and Cesar Cortez, table 8. Dick Shaw, Cesar Cortez, table 8. Leslie Barry and Carl Morgan, table 6. Leslie Barry, Carl Morgan, table 6. Mike Torres and Bill Smith, table 11. Mike Torres, Bill Smith, table 11. Kevin Fiegel and Joey Testa, table 9. Kevin Fiegel, Joey Testa, table 9. Dawn Barbarese and Andy Carter, table 17. Dawn Barbarese and Andy Carter, table 17.
Just in case you haven't heard, This is our final tournament out of AC Billiards. And we've got a full field, 64 players. There was a wait list. And quite a few players did not get a chance to get in it tonight. Tournament will be moving to a different location starting next week. So this is our final tournament here at AC Billiards. Lee Blanchard, our Stream King, is playing in the tournament tonight, and that is why you are listening to my voice. Jose is cleaning up the table on his uncle right now. Very nice shot on the 8 and lines himself up perfectly on the 9 in the corner, which he made sure to call. No mistakes when you're playing your uncle. Oh, but he misses. Brady Jones taking his time and sinks the 9 ball. We're all waiting to see if he scratches. Sinks the 9 ball in the pocket and wins the match against his nephew, Jose. No worries. Jose is certainly going to do well in this tournament tonight. And we got a ways to go.
Brady Jones and Rusty, table 5, TV table. Brady Jones and Rusty, table 5, TV table. Americo and Justin Davis, table 15. Americo and Justin Davis, table 15. Victor, they're looking for you. Nine on the break and spotted, you continue to shoot, correct, whether anything else fell or not.
And Brady Jones will break
Rob
against
Holiday
Rusty
and
Puesi.
Russ, table 23. Rob Holiday and Russ, table 23.
Makes quite a few on the break. Few on the break. Took me a while to figure that out. Math skills are not the best.
Wendler Jr. and Artie Cordero, table 13. Wendler Jr., Artie Cordero, table 13.
All right, so Rusty is up. Take his turn at the table. That cue ball's hugging the 5, but it looks like it's a 4, the 1. Nice shot, Rusty. Misses the 1 ball, gives Brady a shot. Not a straight shot, but he can see it nice and clearly.
Kyle Coleman and Nick Miller, table 2. Kyle Coleman, Nick Miller, table 2.
Just about all the regulars are out here tonight. And like I said, we have a full field of 64 players for our final tournament here at AC Billiards. He misses.
Bri Aristeo and Joe Barbarese, table 3. Bri Aristeo, Joe Barbarese, table 3. Barry Wilson and Childs, table 4. Barry Wilson and Childs, table 4.
Rusty going on a little bit of a run here with the 1, 2, and ball. Quick success. That will put him on 5 and leave him the 7 and the 9. I can see Bri Aristeo playing Joe Barbarese. Talk as much as they play.
Vernon Nate and Dave Connelly, table 12. Vernon Nate and Dave Connelly, table 12.
And Russ Puesi wins against Brady Jones on table 5.
That was Dave's first game, so that's got to get switched. Table 12 is going to be Vernon Nate and Brad Caldwell. Vernon Nate and Brad Caldwell. All right, Rusty and Dave Connelly, table 5, TV table. Rusty and Dave Connelly, table 5, TV table. Bill Smith and Yorgo Meany, table 11. Bill Smith, Yorgo Meany, table 11.
Next up, we have Russ Puesi against Dave Connelly.
Nick Shaw and Rob Martine, table 8. Nick Shaw and Rob Martine, table 8.
Rusty is a 6 and Dave is a 7.
Garret Bell and Americo,
Both of them
table
are
22.
regulars to
Garret
this
Bell
tournament
and
here
Americo,
in AC
table 22.
Billiards. It's going to be a long night tonight, but I expect to see a lot of good matches played here on table 5 as well as other tables. Everybody's out to win. And Russ wins the lag.
Lee Blanchard and Don Ironman, table 16. Lee Blanchard and Don Ironman, table 16. Nick Miller and Wendler Sr., table 2. Nick Miller and Wendler Sr., table 2. Russ Jr. and Joe Bassetti, table 23. Russ Jr. and Joe Bassetti, table 23. Americo Muniz and Deb McGettigan, table 15. Americo and Deb McGettigan, table 15.
Update on Lee Blanchard. He's been holding that table 16 for quite a while now. He's up against Donovan Ironman, friend and competitor of ours in the pool world. Don is pretty good, so let's cross our fingers for Lee. Dave Connelly taking his time figuring to play the 1-2 combo. Playing it safe there. Though I think Russ can see the one. I can't really see the table.
Leslie
Someone's
Barry
head's in
and
the
Bob
way, but
Carey, table 6. Leslie Barry and Bob Carey, table 6.
yeah, Russ easily makes the one.
Artie
Just
Cordero
misses
and
scratching,
Little, table 13. Artie Cordero and Little,
but has a
table
perfect shot on the
13.
2. See him sizing up. Other balls on the table because that 3 is tucked away behind the 9 pretty tightly.
Don Barbarese and Don Gibson, table 17. Don Barbarese and Don Gibson, table
See
17.
him planning ahead. He eyes the 3 ball. And makes the 2. Oof. Little space between the cue ball and the 4 there.
Lori Davenport, table 9. Kevin Fiegel and Davenport, table
Russ
9.
indicates to Dave that he will be trying to make the 9 ball off the 3, which he does in a beautiful combo shot. And Russ Puesi keeps the table. Dave Connelly moves on. It was a well-planned shot and a well-deserved win, although I know it's frustrating when someone makes the 9 early in a match. It's well done by Russ.
Rusty and Shannon Brogsdale, table 5, TV table. Rusty, Shannon Brogsdale, table 5, TV table.
Next up against Rusty, we have Shannon Brogsdale. He is a 5 versus Rusty is a 6. Always some colorful commentary that goes on when Shannon is playing on the streaming table. Brings a lot of energy.
Rob Martine and Angersbach, table 8. Rob Martine and Angersbach, table 8. Hey guys, when you lose, I understand you can't hear in the back, right? So if you lose your match, I suggest you come somewhere toward the front. The mic only reaches so far. I apologize. I wish it could reach the back. But that way at least you can hear if you come up around the front. Or I can have Shannon yell. He's real loud.
All right, so Russ wins the leg, and he will take that first. Sean? Takes the ball.
Another quick reminder for people, if you're green on the list, it means you're waiting. The higher up you are, the longer your wait is. So the longest person waiting right now would be Dave Connelly. The next person up would be Ken
Shannon
Gould.
Brogsdale is
If you're
up.
in red, you're playing. Thanks, guys.
Ball in hand on.
Little and Ken
And the distance
Gould,
Bri
table
Aristeo was
13.
on the
Little
9
and
ball,
Ken Gould, 13.
but missed it. So it looks like the match will go to Joe Barbarese. Shannon attempts to make the 9 ball with the 1. But gives Russ a pretty difficult leave, which he handles by breaking up the balls and almost making one.
Barry Wilson and Delatorre, table 4. Barry Wilson and Delatorre, table 4.
Leave Shannon with an interesting leave on the
Make
one.
him shoot it, Bri. Make him shoot it. Joe Barbarese and
Shannon
Steve
has a nice
Grecco,
hit
table 3. Joe Barbarese and Steve Grecco,
on
table
the
3.
one ball and leaves the next shot to Rusty. Rusty can see the one. He just has to decide if he wants to make it in the corner or if he's going to combo with the 5.
Lee Blanchard and Jose Alfredo,
Oh!
table 16. Lee Blanchard
Rattles in
and
the
Jose
pocket.
Alfredo,
Sorry, I
table
yelled.
16.
It always frustrates me when the ball gets rattled in the pocket like that.
Don Gibson and Keith Cuff, table 17. Don Gibson and Keith Cuff, table 17.
Shannon finally makes the 1 and brings the ball back. Gets on the 2.
Wendler Sr. and Pat Marshall, table 2. Wendler Sr. and Pat Marshall, table 2.
From what I can see, Lee Blanchard is still on table 16. So that's a good thing.
Russ and Jason
Shannon
Errickson,
takes a few
table
minutes to walk
23.
around the
Russ
table
Jason
and size
Errickson,
up what he can
23.
do with that 2 ball. He's pretty hard up against the. Gonna be. See what he does. He's gonna shoot over the 9, bank it, and make the 2 in the corner. But unfortunately, he misses 2 and gives Russ ball in hand. Russ does not rattle that one and makes the 2 ball
Table
easily,
11,
lines
is it
himself
done,
up
or
for the
Yorgo,
4.
you just making friends? Yorgo, are you playing? You lost, okay. Thanks. When you lose,
Makes
just
the
let me know.
4,
Last
lines
one,
himself
thanks.
up for the 5, which is sitting in the pocket.
Bill Smith and Joe Mihalix, table 11. Bill
He'll need the
Smith
bridge
and
for
Joe
this
Mihalix,
one.
Table 11. Vernon, did you win?
I can do this.
Vernon Nate and John Naylor, table 12.
Makes the 5,
Vernon
and then the
John
6
Naylor,
in rapid
table 12.
succession. Got the 7 in the side. Have to bring that cue ball down to get an 8 in the corner. Not sure what he was doing with that. Maybe he wanted the cue ball to go down a little further. He's either going to have to reach, bring that 8 ball back. That felt like a save to me.
Kevin Fiegel and Pete Martin, table 9. Kevin Fiegel, Pete Martin, table 9.
Tough for him to see that 8. He's got a piece of it, but that's not what he's going to do anyway, is he? Shoot it straight on? He's thinking about it. Good hit on the 8. Shannon lining up to make the 8 in the corner. Which she does with ease. Brings the cue ball back around. Make the 9 in the same pocket, which is where he just called it.
Leslie Barry and Kenny DePaulo, table
And Shannon
6.
Brogsdale wins
Leslie
against
Barry
Russ
and Kenny
Puesi
DePaulo,
on table
6.
5. Shannon Brogsdale will continue, and Russ will move on to another table.
Angersbach and Favretto, table 8. Angersbach and Favretto, table 8. Deb McGettigan and Jose Vicente, table 15. Deb McGettigan, Jose Vicente, table 15. Shannon Brogsdale and Tracey Vega, table 5, TV table. Shannon Brogsdale, Tracey Vega, table 5, TV table.
Should have been able to hear Brad call that match out. It will be Tracey Vega versus Shannon Brogsdale in this next match on table 5, our streaming table. Tracey is an 8. Shannon is a 5.
Amanda,
Both regulars
Dennis
here in this
Renaro,
tournament
table
every week.
22. Amanda, Dennis Renaro, table 22. McElroy, table 16. Lee Blanchard, Ray McElroy, table 16. Little and Hennessy, table 13. Little and Hennessy, table 13.
3? Okay.
Russ and Brady Jones, table 23. Russ and Brady Jones, table 23.
Nope, I'm putting your name. Shannon wins the leg, and he will break. Having on the break, but kind of gives himself a bad leave on the 1. Sure, he can make the hit. You've just heard me selling 50-50 tickets. Davenport, one of our regulars here at the tournament. In a moment, when I have a chance, I'll put up the Venmo QR code if you would like to get in on the 50-50. Those of you that watch and do that often know already had a Venmo Lee, but it's $20 for 3 chances, 3 tickets, for $10 for 1. Shannon scratches. Tracey Vega is up.
Kevin Fiegel and Mike Torres, table 9. Kevin Fiegel, Mike Torres, table 9.
Okay, we are in the middle of a match here between Tracey Vega and Shannon Brogsdale. Shannon considering what to do with that 5 based on where the 6, his next shot, will be, since he does have ball in hand.
Renaro and Kyle Coleman, table 22. Renaro and Kyle Coleman, 22. Kenny DePaulo and Rob Holiday, table 6. Kenny DePaulo, Rob Holiday, table 6.
Tracey making short work of this table, right? And he did rattle the 8, but it went, thank goodness, and he has himself lined up perfectly on the 9.
Jose Vicente and Justin Davis, table 15. Jose Vicente and Justin Davis, table 15.
And Tracey Vega makes the 9 in the corner pocket for the win against Shannon Brogsdale. We'll see who is next up on table 5, our streaming table at Atlantic City Billiards for the 9-ball chip tournament. Next up, we have Andy Carter, who loves being on the streaming table and always does a shootout out to his sister, Allie, I think her name is. Now I forget, but he'll tell me. And he is playing Tracey Vega. Andy is a 5, and he wins the lag. Tracey Vega is an 8. Andy has a really fancy shirt on tonight he's quite proud of. Said he wore it just to be on the streaming table. It's got some flaming 8 balls on it.
Vernon Nate and Dave Connelly, table 12. Vernon Nate, Dave Connelly, table 12. Keith Cuff and Nick Shaw, table 17. Keith Cuff and Nick Shaw, table 17. Lee Blanchard.
He's on
and
table
Artie
16.
Cordero, table
He's been on there all
16.
night.
Lee Blanchard, Artie Cordero, table 16.
I don't think so. He said he's won 5 in a row, I think. Should have bought him in the Calcutta.
Did you win? Where? John Hennessy, you gotta tell me you lost, man.
Just checking up on Lee Blanchard's status.
Oh, okay.
He did just win his last match, so he is still on table 16. I think he's signaling to me that he's won 5 in a row. Let's hope he doesn't break that streak. Up the table, lining up the 2 for the side pocket. Which he makes and leaves himself in good position for the 3. Probably he'll bring the ball back a little and out for the 4. Not back very much, but a little bit out.
Juan Roa and Don Ironman, table 4.
And Tracey just misses that 4 in the corner, giving Andy a chance. Although I'm not sure he can see it at all. That 4 is right there in the corner. You can see it on the camera now from this angle, and it looks like the 8 is solidly in the way. 9 too. Difficult leave. Oh, and Andy just misses it. That was such a good try. I really thought he had that. So Tracey has ball in hand on the 4.
Joey Testa and Dawn Barbarese, table 2. Get him. Joey Testa, Dawn Barbarese, table 2.
Tracey makes the 4 easily and then lines himself up for the 5 in the corner. He's laughing at Brad, teasing Dawn Barbarese about playing Joey Testa, who is an open player. That's how good he is. He doesn't get a rating. And Dawn's going to have to play him. You never know. Dawn might kick his butt.
Favretto and Joe Bassetti, table 8. Favretto, Joe Bassetti, table 8. Jose Vicente and Yorgo Niti, table 15. Jose Vicente, Yorgo Niti, 15. Renaro and Caldwell, table 22. Renaro and Caldwell, table 22.
Tracey's taking his time here. It's not about making the 7 for him. It's about lining up for the 8 and the 9. And he rattled the 7 in the pocket, which has got to be super frustrating. Why? Sometimes can't think too far ahead. Got to make the ball in front. No offense, Tracey. I'm just saying it's something that I do often. Pockets are tight. Doesn't leave Andy the best shot on the 7. So he's taking his time sizing it up.
And Lori Davenport, table 9. Kevin Fiegel, Lori Davenport, table 9. Rob Holliday, Bob Carey, table 6. Rob Holliday, Bob Carey, table 6. That was Lori's last match, so it's going to be Kevin Fiegel and Rob Martine, table 9. Kevin Fiegel, Rob Martine, table 9.
Andy makes a fantastic
Brian
shot on the
Bassetti,
7
Lori Davenport, table
and brings
11.
the ball
Brian
back over
Bassetti,
to the
Lori
8.
Davenport, table
Not
11.
sure if he's going to try to combo. I think that would be risky, given the distance between the 8 and the ball. Looks like he's just going to make the 8. Which he misses, unfortunately. Doesn't leave Tracey the easiest shot, though.
Keith Cuff and Americo, table 17. Keith Cuff and Americo, table 17.
Taking his time. I'm sure he's thinking about the possibilities with that 8 and where that's going to leave the cue ball for the 9. The way he's pointing at the table makes me think he wants to kick the 8. Into the corner and leave the cue ball at this end of the table for the 9. Andy Carter now takes his shot at the 8. Which he misses. 8 ball's giving everybody a little bit of trouble.
Carlo Favretto and Rusty, table 8. Carlo Favretto and Rusty, table 8. What happened? I guess. Oh, okay. You let him win?
Not sure. Sorry, I looked away for a
Joey
minute and
Sestak,
missed what
Garret
happened.
Bell,
I'm going
table
to
2.
take a
Joey
wild,
Sestak,
crazy
Garret
guess
Bell,
and say
table
someone
2.
scratched on the 9, giving ball and hand on the 9, and that's why he conceded. It looks like Andy conceded. So Tracey Vega will
Tracey
continue
Vega, Julio
on
Delatorre, table 5, TV table.
table 5. And Julio Delatorre will be back on table 5. We saw him earlier this evening
Don
do pretty
Ironman
well,
Don
and now he's up
Gibson,
against
table
Tracey Vega.
4. Don Ironman and Don Gibson.
Tracey eyeing up the 5. Shoots it straight down to the corner. Gives herself a nice lead for the 6. On the far table behind table 5 is table 6, Rob Holiday.
Dave Connelly
in
and Joe
APA.
Mihalix, table 12. Dave Connelly, Joe Mihalix, table 12.
Last night I watched him shoot his sister, Vicky,
Americo and
which
Joe
was
Barbarese,
funny.
table 17. Americo and Joe Barbarese,
Siblings
table 17.
constantly ribbing each other through the entire match. Seems to be doing just fine. On table 6 tonight. Meanwhile, back on table 5, Tracey's taking his time, eyeing up that 7 and looking over the 8 and 9.
Don Ironman and Amanda, table 4. Don Ironman and Amanda, table 4.
Tracey leaves Julio with a good look at the 7, even though he's a little... No, he's ahead of the 9, so... Rob Holiday just wins the
Rob
match.
Holiday and Leslie Barry, table 6.
And we'll
Rob
now play
Holiday
Leslie
and
Barry on
Leslie
table
Barry,
6.
table 6.
Back on table 5, Julio lines up for the shot on the 7 in the corner. Which he just misses. Just a little harder, it might have made it in the side. But as it is, it lines it up pretty well for Tracey to make it in the side. Oh, Tracey just misses the 8. There's a extra tap on the ball I think he wasn't expecting. So that gives Julio a shot on the 8 in the side. And then the 9 is lined up pretty well with the corner pocket. So he's got his out here if he executes it well enough. Makes the 8. Brings the ball back up table to about the center. To line up on the 9 in the corner. And Julio Delatorre defeats Tracey Vega to win on table 5. Tracey will move on, and we'll have another opponent for Julio in just a moment. Julio on the 9. And he makes the shot to win the match against Tony Gray.
Just so everyone knows, you need to break your own. You will break what you pull. Okay?
So Tony Gray, just a little side note on him, he did play in the Beast of the East tournament recently and came in 3rd or 4th, I think it was. Played really well in a big, big tournament. So we're happy to call him one of our own here at our
Joey
little
Testa and
little
Carl
tournament.
Morgan, table 2. Joey Testa and Carl Morgan.
Okay, we're watching Joe Bassetti, who is a 7, playing Julio Delatorre, who has been on the table quite a bit tonight and has been playing very well.
And Renaro, table 16. Hennessy and
I want to mention that
Renaro,
I
table 16.
seriously
Rob
misspoke
Martine and
earlier when I
Bri
said that
Aristeo,
Brady
table
Jones
9.
was
Rob Martine, Bri Aristeo,
Jose
table
Vicente's
9.
uncle. He
We're
is
gonna get this
not.
on hold for a minute,
I'm
guys.
looking at his uncle right now and his grandfather, who are here, but it is not anything to do with Brady. Julio Delatorre. Trying to decide what to do with that 9-ball. Central win against Joe Bassetti. Might be banking it back into in. Nope. I guessed. Joe got a shot at that.
Andy Carter and Amanda, table 6.
It's a very
Andy
rapid
Carter
match.
Amanda,
I'm trying to keep
table
up with the
6.
ball count here as Jose and Joe keep knocking the balls in one after the other.
Megadigan, table 11. Angersbach and Megadigan, table 11. Just to clarify, too, guys, I know a lot of the people here are kind of new to
Jose makes the 5 and 6 in rapid succession. A moment to pause and ask his grandfather to hand him his Mountain Dew. Keep his energy up, I suppose.
13,
And he makes the 7, brings the cue ball around right on the 8 ball. Easily makes the 8 and lines himself up for the 9 in the corner, which he sinks. That was a fun, fast-paced match between Jose Vicente and Joe Bassetti, and Jose wins the table, so he will stay on to face another opponent.
Is anyone up here reporting a loss?
A beautiful, solid break for Jose Vicente. Didn't make anything, but gave the table a nice spread. He is playing Jason Errickson, who is a 4.
Brian Bassetti, table 4. Keith Cuff and Brian Bassetti, table 4.
Jason is also a pretty solid player, although Jose is rated higher.
Table 22. Rusty and Shannon Brogsdale, table 3. Rusty and Shannon Brogsdale, table 3.
Jose just misses the 2 and gives Jason another shot at it. For some reason, I can't seem to spell Jason's name correctly. Not hard, just can't type tonight. Jason takes his time
Kenny
and
DiPaolo and Barry Wilson, table 23. Kenny DiPaolo, Barry Wilson.
lines up for the
23.
3, which is kind of hidden behind the 5. Wow, really nice hit. Thought he almost had the ball, but it was definitely a nice hit. Not the easiest sleeve for anybody. Straight on like that.
Bill Smith, was Joey your last match? Bill Smith, was Joey your last match? Joey
Jose
Testa?
plays a pretty good save.
So it's going to be
Don't think Jason can
Joe
see
Testa
the
and
3
Don
ball past that
Ireland.
5.
Bill Smith is
It's getting
on
loud
deck.
and
Joe Testa and Don
sort of
Ireland, Bill Smith is
faster
on deck.
paced here as people start getting knocked out.
Andy Carter and Bill Smith. table
Jason,
6.
who is
Andy
very
Carter
good
and
at
Bill
getting out of a
Smith,
tight
table
spot,
6.
actually makes the hit on the 3. Jesus, that was a really impressive shot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable for any player.
Renaro
For
and
someone of
Gray,
Jose's
table
age, I mean, how
16.
much
Renaro
experience
and
can you
Tony
have
Gray,
when you
table
are
16.
that young? So it's just plays incredibly well. He's not happy with his sleeve, though.
Joe Connelly and Ray McElroy, table 17. Joe Connelly and Ray McElroy, table 17. Tracey Vega and Wendler, table 15. Tracey Vega and Wendler, table 15.
Which Wendler?
Oh, I'm sorry, Wendler Sr. Tracey Vega and Wendler Sr., table 15.
Jason will get another shot at the 5. I can't. I like that. Yeah.
Rob Martine and Americo
crazy.
Muniz, table 9. Rob Martine and Americo, table 9.
He just beat Joe Bassetti. Talking about you. Right, Jason misses, and that gives Jose a shot at the 8, which he should make pretty clearly in that side pocket and bring the cue ball back around. Damn. I swear it's the same pocket everybody keeps rattling balls in. Jason misses the 9 ball. Was a tough shot. Left Jose with a similar shot, although Jose has more angle on it. Looks like he's not too scared. Oh no. And Jose misses that shot as well. So Jason will go never chance on the 9 and much easier leave. And he misses it. Doesn't leave Jose really good position on the 9 either, so we will see what happens. Just very, very exciting. Come on, Jose. Very nicely done for Jose Vicente, who beats Jason Errickson and holds on to the table for yet another match. Okay, we have Jose Vicente beats Jason Errickson, and he's now breaking in his match against Steve
Cesar
Grecco.
Cortez and Carlo Favretto.
Break, but doesn't sink anything, so Steve Grecco will get a shot at it. Both players are rated
Tracey Vega,
sixes.
Bri Aristeo, table 15. Tracey Vega, Bri Aristeo, table 15.
Scratch. So
Bill
that'll
Smith
give
and
Jose
John Hennessy,
Vicente
table 6.
ball in
Bill
hand
Smith, John Hennessy, table 6.
on the one ball, which is tough. It's going to be a big mistake, I feel like, given Jose ball in hand. He might be able to set up the rest of the table for
table 2.
to run it out.
Don Barbarese, table.
Another tense match with Jose Vicente. Looks like Steve Grecco is ready to make the 9 in the corner. But I really thought Jose had him there. It's a real shame when he missed the 8. And Steve Grecco wins the match.
Hey everybody, Lee on the mic here. Break from the action for me. Steve buries that one behind the 5. We may have a guest commentator joining Christine tonight. Stay tuned for details of that. I'll be with you here for the next 5 minutes or so until my next match. Good hit by Lori. And, ooh, I didn't think that was going to hit a rail for a moment. Tough cut there for Lori.
Jose Alfredo and Brady Jones, table 16. Jose Alfredo, Brady Jones, table 16. Table 6, what happened? Oh, I got you. Bill Smith and Pete Martin, table 6. Bill Smith and Pete Martin, table 6.
Steve leaves Lori another tough shot here.
Dave Connelly and Kevin Fiegel, table 22. Dave Connelly, Kevin Fiegel, 22.
And that's going to be ball in hand. Didn't get a rail after contact.
Carl Morgan and Joe Barbarese, table 3. Carl Morgan, Joe Barbarese, table 3. Rob Holiday and Amanda, table 4. Rob Holiday and Amanda, table 4.
Nice shot by Steve. Gets back and gets position on the 4. I'm sorry, I neglected to mark the 3 down. If Steve plays safe here. He goes for the bank.
Table 9, Childs and Miller.
I thought he may
9.
just try and get behind the 6 on that ball. All right, so Laurie's got a shot at the 5 here. And overcuts that ball. And Laurie's going to have a look at that 5 ball.
Don Gibson and Yorgo Meady, table 2. Don Gibson, Yorgo Meady, table 2.
Laurie sinks to 5. She's got to look at the 6.
Delatorre and Garret Bell, table 11. Delatorre and Garret Bell, table 11.
That's a really nice shot.
Nick Shaw
That is a
and
nice
Angersbach,
shot.
Table 23. Nick Shaw and Angersbach, table 23.
This is for the win for Lori Davenport. And Lori Davenport defeats Steve Grecco with a great run out from the 5.
Mike Torres and Don Ironman, table 12. Mike Torres, Don Ironman, table 12.
This one I should have done this week. I was moving. That's why I didn't get all the other ones done.
TV table.
But I'm good now.
Jason Errickson, table 5. TV
Probably
table.
Tuesday, yeah.
Vernon Nate, Lee Blanchard, table 17. Vernon Nate, Lee Blanchard, table 17.
All right, this is our next matchup. I'm going to step away from the mic. I'll be back in just a moment.
I got Jason Errickson, who's a 4, versus Lori Davenport, who is also a 4. Jason's getting another shot here on the streaming table after losing to Jose Vicente. Nice solid break. Nothing made.
Joe Bassetti and Rusty, table 15. Joe Bassetti and Rusty.
Lori's got a
table
few
15.
of her girls over here on the sideline heckling Jason a little. Always good to have a fan club. Jason makes the 1 and almost makes the 8 at the same time. Got a shot on the 2, but it is up against touching the 6. So he's probably going to have to combo off the 6 there. She does, but doesn't make.
Brady Jones and Kenny DiPaolo, table 16. Brady Jones, Kenny DiPaolo, table 16.
Lori's got a nice lineup on that 2 for the corner.
Rob Holliday and Ken Gould,
She
table
just
4.
misses.
Rob Holliday, Ken Gould, table 4. Carl Morgan and Brad Caldwell, table 3. Carl Morgan, Brad Caldwell, table 3.
Jason makes the 2. Sets himself up nicely.
John Naylor
To
and
make the
Tony
3.
Gray, table 13. John Naylor, Tony Gray, table 13. Dave Connelly and Wendler Sr., 22.
Leaves the
Dave
3 sitting
Connelly,
in the
Wendler
pocket,
Sr.,
unfortunately.
22.
Really thought that was going to go. Lori, a good chance on that 3-4. Make the 3 and bring it out a little for the 4. Or leave it back. She tries to angle or cut that 4 into the corner pocket. Doesn't do a great job at that, but she does leave Jason with not a good view of the 4 behind the 7 there. Jason tries to get a hit on the 4.
Carter, table 9. Nick Miller, Andy Carter, table 9.
He misses the hit, so Lori has ball in hand. Lori makes the 4, but scratches. Jason has ball in hand on the 5. He lines it up for the side pocket, hopefully leaving the cue ball right there so we can make the 6 straight across. And he does that just fine. He makes the 6, but doesn't get great position on the 7. Oh, he makes it anyway. Who am I? What do I know? Ooh, that 8 caught the corner of the pocket and did not go where Jason wanted it to go. So Lori's going to get a shot on that 8-9. Lori makes the 8 in the side easily, brings the cue ball all the way back around. Oh, a little further, a little further. All right. I mean, she's got
and Rob Martine, table 2.
she's got a shot
Gibson
here.
and Rob
It's
Martine,
probably
table
not quite
2.
where she wanted that cue ball to end up. She's going to reach for the bridge.
Carl Morgan and Artie Cordero, table
Looks
3.
like she
Carl
called the
Morgan,
9
Artie
in
Cordero,
the
table
corner
3.
pocket at the other end. And she misses, leaving Jason a pretty straight shot on the 9 ball. And Jason Errickson wins the match against Lori Davenport. We'll be back in a moment with our next competitor, who will play Jason on table 5. Jason Errickson will play Bri Bassetti. Bassetti is rated as a 7 in this tournament, and he will be playing Jason, who is a 4.
Joe Mihalix and Vicente, table 6. Joe Mihalix and Vicente, table 6.
Flag comes out in Bassetti's favor.
Brady Jones and Pat
See who will
Marshall,
rack.
table 16. Brady
Take
Jones
the
and Pat
first
Marshall, table 16.
shot. Field is getting smaller and smaller. I'm not sure how many people are left right now, but I do see that just a few people are starting to get knocked out, losing their last chip. Brian makes the 1, the break.
Joey Testa and Leslie Barry, table 15. Joey Testa and Leslie Barry, table 15. Lee Blanchard and Bri Aristeo, table 17. Lee and Brianna, table 17.
Are you playing? Hey, 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 hey. I want you both to win.
Tony Gray and Cesar Cortez, table 13. Tony Gray, Cesar Cortez, table 13.
Off in the corners of the pool hall, our streaming king, Lee Blanchard, will be playing Brianna Aristeo. Just telling them that I want them both to win. Here, Ryan is making quite a few shots. Yep, made the 3, missed the 4, giving Jason another shot.
Bob Carey and Dawn Barbarese, table 8. Bob Carey, Dawn Barbarese, table 8. Wendler Sr. and Renaro, table 22. Wendler Sr. and Renaro, 22. Rob Martine and Hennessy, table 2. Rob Martine and Hennessy, table 2. Andy Carter and Justin Davis, table 9. Andy Carter and Justin Davis, table 9.
And Brian makes the 4. Ends up for the 5 in the corner. Oh, just sort of rattles it in the pocket. Doesn't scratch, which looked like a worry for a moment there.
Julio Delatorre and Juan Roa, table 11. Julio Delatorre and Roa, table 11. Ken Gould and Aaron O'Brien, table 4. Ken Gould, Aaron O'Brien, table 4. Hey guys, just keep aware there's a lot of matches going on, so as you get to your next table, just keep in mind that you're walking by people that are shooting, so just try to be cautious of that. Thanks, guys.
Just beyond table 5, table 6. Jose Vicente playing. 8 and 9 left on the table. Oh, just the 9 now. Jason Errickson just misses the 8
Artie
side.
Cordero and Tracey Vega, table 3. Artie Cordero, Tracey Vega, table 3.
He misses the 9 ball. Seems a little frustrated with himself. It is tough to make all the balls on the table and then miss on the 9. Back here, Brian Bassetti makes the 8 ball. And Jason concedes to Brian Bassetti on the 9 ball, assuming he could make that 9 ball. It is a clear shot, but you never know. Guys are a little too quick to concede sometimes when they get frustrated with themselves. Unfortunately, on table 6, Jose Vicente also loses because of that mistake on the 9 ball, and he will move on. Next up, we have Brian Bassetti, the winner from the last match, playing Americo Muniz. Americo is a 6, and he has won the leg.
Angersbach and Barry Wilson, table 23. Angersbach and Barry Wilson, 23. Rob Martine and Carlo Favretto, table 2. Rob Martine, Carlo Favretto, table 2.
$50. That's Brad. You doing break and run? Americo's doing a great job with this rack. He is running right through them. Only the 7 and the 9 left to make, and he will have run the rack. And that 7 was just a little bit off. Brian Bassetti, a chance. Brian unfortunately misses the 7 and gives ball in hand to Americo, so he will get his redemption on this.
Justin Davis and Steve Grecco, table 9. Justin Davis and Steve Grecco, table 9. Ken Gould and Joe Connelly, table 4. Ken Gould and Joe Connelly, table 4.
Americo misses on the 9, flicks the cue ball across the table, therefore conceding to Brian Bassetti. That is 2 times that people have conceded to Brian Bassetti on the 9 ball. They must have a lot of confidence in him.
Ironman and Russ, table 12.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Joe Bassetti from AC Billiards. Going to do some guest
Bri
commentary.
Aristeo and Amanda, table 17. Bri Aristeo and Amanda, 17. Brian Bassetti and Joe Barbarese, table 5, TV table. Brian Bassetti, Joe Barbarese, table 5, TV table.
Should have a fairly even match coming up for you with Joe Barbarese at a level 6 and Brian Bassetti at a 7.
Pat Marshall and Little, table 16. Pat Marshall and Little, table 16.
And it looks like Brian Bassetti will get the break, wins the lag.
Cesar Cortez and Kevin Fiegel, table 13. Cesar Cortez, Kevin Fiegel, table 13. Mihalix and Childs, table 6. Mihalix and Childs, table 6.
right, here we go. Brian with the break.
Pete Martin and Rusty,
Brian comes
table
up
22.
dry,
Pete Martin and Rusty,
anticipating a
table
push
22.
out from Joe.
Tracey Vega and Yorgo Meaty, table 3. Tracey Vega, Yorgo Meaty, table 3.
All right. Brian gets going with a ball in hand. He's really got two options here. He can either follow this forward, go 2 rails to get a nice angle on the 2, or you can go opposite pocket, opposite side pocket for the same angle. Might have got a little too straight for the 1 rail back. He might have to draw this straight back.
Brad Caldwell, table 15. Joey Testa, Brad Caldwell, table 15.
Brian's going to have to maintain a good angle after this shot to get down to the 4. This here's a confident shot. He's just going to have to run this with high English. Come off 1 rail, get towards the center of the table. He seems to have enough angle to do it. Main point about this is your follow through, maintaining as smooth as possible.
Carlo Favretto and Nick Shaw, table 2. Carlo Favretto and Nick Shaw, table 2.
Hit a real nice, got a really good angle on it. Hit it a little too thick. Joe's going to have a nice opportunity at this table. A slight angle, 1 rail. He can shoot this 5 ball on the side, followed up for the 6. Dead center ball is rolled.
Bob Carey and Mike Torres, table 8. Bob Carey, Mike Torres, table 8.
Hit a good speed. Looks slight off angle. Probably have to follow this up to the short rail. Maintain a little angle on the 6 ball to slide over for the 7. I don't see him slow rolling this. Okay. He must have had a lot less angle than I thought. Rolled up nice. Got a slight angle. Punched this 1 rail. Center ball punch. Try to get back to the middle of the table. I put a little draw on it. Doesn't hurt him. Got a fair angle here again. Just center ball, 1 rail. Should float towards the 8 ball. A lot of times players struggle with these, especially when the out is laying. Just keeping focused to finish up the task at hand. It can be difficult. Hold up good. 1 rail here, just a little follow. Maybe straight. I can't tell from sitting down here. You might have to just draw this back an inch or 2. Overcooked it a little bit here. It's tough. These tables have brand new felt on them, so you may have been used to playing on it before. Now they really roll. He's calling in the side pocket. The angle looks almost dead. Could just hit this with center ball and just put a little force. And he hit it good. Yeah, it looked like it was on. Good shot by Joe Barbarese.
Joe Barbarese and Lori Davenport, table 5, 2E table. Joe Barbarese, Lori Davenport, table 5, 2E table.
We got Lori Davenport coming up to the TV table here. Skill level 4. Slight underdog, but doesn't mean anything. It's just 1 game. And Lee, you're back. How you doing this evening? Been better. I hope my commentating's a little bit better than my game tonight. I think I actually had a losing record tonight, which was the first ever. Good, good. Here comes the lag. Lori got a little head start there, but no problem.
Don Ironman and
it looks
Ken
like she's going to
DiPaolo,
get it.
table
She hit
12.
that
Don
real
Ironman,
good.
Ken DiPaolo, table 12.
All right, so Lori with the break.
Justin Davis and Vernon Nate, table 9. Justin Davis, Vernon Nate, table 9. Rusty and John Naylor, table 22. Rusty and John Naylor, 22.
Lori with a soft break.
Nick Shaw and Keith Cuff, table 2. Nick Shaw
And
Keith
nothing
Cuff, table
drops.
2.
I think you might see Joe line up some of a 2-9 combination here. Looks like he can use the 5 ball to put the brakes on the cue ball. Basically hit this ball pocket speed, move the 5 down the rail, closer to the 4. Judging by where the 4 already is, there's really no harm for him to go for this 2-9 now.
Julio Delatorre and Dave Connelly, table 11. Julio Delatorre, Dave Connelly, table 11. People getting knocked out now,
If Joe
guys.
gets
Just
good
be aware
shape
there's
on
less
this,
of a
he
wait
can
in
actually
between
do a nice little
matches.
2-way with the combination to leave the cue ball behind the 7. Backing up, a little something different. Must not have seen the.
Brad
I got a
Caldwell,
nice
Don
roll out of it.
Gibson, table 15. Brad Caldwell, Don Gibson, table 15. Joe Mihalix and Nick Miller,
Looks like Lori's
table
going one
6.
rail
Joe
here.
Mihalix, Nick Miller,
Got a nice
table
solid
6.
hit. Looks like she made it. Really nice shot.
Bri Aristeo and Rob Holiday, table 17. Bri Aristeo, Rob Holiday, 17.
By the lane, there's really no harm in her carrying this 2 ball into the 9. Just got to hit a little bit thin.
Angersbach and Errickson.
Looks like she's going for it. She's called the 9 in that
Angersbach
pocket.
and Errickson, table 23.
A little thick. She did free up the 8 ball in front of the 4, so now the 4 ball does go. Back
Ken
towards
Gould
the center
and
of the
Jose
table
Vicente,
to have a
table
little
4.
angle
Ken
for
Gould,
that 4.
Jose Vicente, table 4.
You just draw him this back slightly, would be the same result. Decides to roll it. I wanted to play safe. He didn't like the angle. Sometimes sitting down here and the actual angle of the table are way different, so he may not have liked the angle on. Well, judging by Lori's last shot, I give her a 50-50 on this one.
Tracey Vega and Leslie
a good
Berry,
hit,
table
but
3.
nothing
Tracey
drops.
Vega, Leslie Berry, table 3.
Looks like a straight up bank in the side pocket. Nice shot, Joe. On this angle here, he might want to cut this. Bank is tricky coming straight
Little
backwards.
and McElroy, table 16.
He looks
Little
like
and
he's,
McElroy,
gonna
table
cut it.
16.
Rolled too far, and he's going to scratch. All right, let's see what Lori has. We have 4 balls left on the table. Always buy the 7 ball top shot, give her a nice angle on the 7 to come up the table for the 8. She got a little straight. Follow this first shot down the table. Hit a little too thin. Didn't get the 8 ball safe. See what Joe can do here.
Keith Cuff and John Hennessy, table 2. Keith Cuff, John Hennessy, table 2.
Joe with the 3-rail bank. Unintended, but it counts. A similar predicament with the 9-ball. He can look at the bank safety. He could send the 9-ball short rail to short rail, leave the cue ball on the back rail. Goes for the bank and sinks it. No rails needed there. Good shot by Joe.
Ken Gould and Andy Carter, table 4. Ken Gould, Andy Carter, table 4. Joe Barbarese and Erin O'Brien, table 5, TV table. Joe Barbarese, Erin O'Brien, table 5, TV table.
We have Erin O'Brien on the TV table next, skill level 3. One of the advantages of this tournament is getting on a table and staying on and really getting used to the speed, especially with new felt. And the more games you play, the more confident you're going to get with where you're going position-wise, and really puts the person coming onto the table at a disadvantage. So it's basically stay focused and work on the speed of the table.
Brogsdale, table 15. Don Gibson, Shannon Brogsdale, 15.
Like Joe Barbarese wins the lag. Here comes a break by Joe.
Cesar Cortez and Roa, table 13. Cortez and Roa, 13.
Like the 7-ball drops in the corner of the break. He has 1 down.
John Naylor and Lee
Getting right to
Blanchard,
it.
table 22. John Naylor, Lee Blanchard, 22.
And the 5 covers the 2 up. He does look like he can see it. Getting cover after the hit is going to be a little tricky. Maybe going 1 rail. Be able to see it at all from his angle. And gets a chance at the table here, a ball in hand. like Erin come across the table here with a little bit of high. Get back to the middle of the table. The trouble shot here is going to be the 5 ball to the 6. The 6 ball is really in an awkward position.
Apollo and Muniz, table 12.
All right,
Apollo
Erin
and
tries for the
Muniz,
bank.
table
She
12.
might get away with it here. Gets come cover from the 8.
Vernon Nate and Tony Gray, table 9. Nate and Gray, table 9.
If he can't, he might have to go rail first here. Send the 4 ball to the short rail up. He's going to masse this ball. Makes a good hit. And he's going to leak it out behind the 5. All right. For Erin's skill set here, I would keep this extremely basic. I wouldn't try to go to short rail. Perhaps just let it roll this ball and just keep the cue ball off the rail for the 5.
Bri Aristeo and Jason Wendler
She had the right
Jr.,
idea,
17.
just a little bit harder.
Aristeo
She had
and
to
Wendler
bounce off
Jr.,
that short
17.
rail for an angle, but tough shot. Looks like it's pretty natural. Just slow down and get underneath the 6. Got a lot of angle here for Joe. Hit this with a little bit of outside English to get on top of this ball. Let's let you stroke out a little bit. Joe elects to stay underneath.
Nick Miller and Wendler Sr., table 6. Nick Miller and Wendler Sr., table 6.
And he's got a lot of angle. I just have to accept what the table gives him here.
McElroy and Cordero, table 16. McElroy and
Do a
Cordero,
stop
16.
shot behind this 9 ball. I might try to keep her there. That's what he does. This is a little too easy. Leaves it out. Again, there's enough angle here to keep it simple. Erin could just run this down to the short rail, get a little angle on the 8 ball. Just staying up, living on the edge
Berry
here.
and Deb McGettigan, table 3. Leslie Berry, Deb McGettigan, table 3.
Erin appears like she's going to be going for this difficult cut shot. Side pocket might be a little bit of an issue here.
Connelly and Martine, table 11. Connelly and
She
Martine,
sinks it.
table
Great
11.
shot by Erin. And no reward on the 9. Worst case scenario, doesn't go anywhere. Going to be shooting away.
Hennessy and Dawn Barbarese, table 2. Hennessy and Barbarese, table 2. That's
So
Dawn
Joe
Barbarese on
Barbarese
table 2.
asked for Bassetti to watch for the push on this. The cue ball is right against the 9 ball.
Erin got a really bad roll there on the 9 ball. Did a push foul. Push foul is when the tip, no problem. When the tip hits object ball into the cue ball and your tip hits twice. She would have had to shoot away there to make it legal.
Lee Blanchard and Brian Bassetti, table 22. Lee Blanchard, Brian Bassetti, table 22. Angersbach and Russ, table 23. Angersbach and Russ, 23.
I haven't broke, but I paid for it. And I.
Joe Barbarese and Steve Grecco, table 5, TV table. Barbarese and Grecco, table 5, TV table. Wendler Jr. and Pete Martin, table 17. Wendler Jr., Pete Martin, table 17.
All right, we got an even match here with Steve Grecco, skill level 6, and Joe Barbarese. Looks like it's going to be a tight lag here, and Joe is going to get away with it, almost touching the rail.
Shannon Brogsdale and Carlo, table 15. Shannon Brogsdale and Carlo, table 15. Dennis Renaro and Childs, table 8. Dennis Renaro and Childs, table 8.
That's the whole side. 20.
Ken Gould and Amanda, table 4. Ken Gould and Amanda, table 4. Deb McGettigan and Barry Wilson, table 3. Deb McGettigan, Barry Wilson, table 3.
A little low left, can come back up to the, hit a little too firm. Should still have a shot on it. The 4-6 is the biggest problem on the table here. Wow, comes straight across the table, hits it firm right into him. Unfortunately, double kisses into the 4. Leaves it on the rail. Looks like he might try to track this cue ball low. Oh, he went for it. Went for it in the side. So Joe with an aggressive shot. Leaves a really tough leave on the side of the pocket here, on the side pocket.
Look at that, right?
Wendler Sr. and Joe Connelly, table 6. Wendler Sr., Joe Connelly, table 6.
Steve gets a good roll. This. It's like it's going to tension. And Joe with another chance here. believe the 4 ball goes by the
Artie
7.
Cordero and Pat Marshall, table 16. Artie Cordero, Pat Marshall, 16.
Nice combo. What happened there? They might have double hit the cue ball.
Vernon Nate, Nick Shaw, table 9. Vernon Nate, Nick Shaw, table 9.
I got a little too straight here. Yeah, Steve tried to manufacture an angle to get down for the 6. Got a little. Again, got a good roll against Joe here. Yeah, the only thing I think he could have done was double hit the cue ball. I didn't see any other problems. Sometimes you get so caught up in looking at the shot, you leave the tip on the table and it comes back. It happens. Find a cover here is going to be. Hit this thin with a hair of inside English in behind the 8. Joe is swinging for the fences tonight. Just misses it. Great play with the bridge. Come up 2 rails.
Kenny Apollo and Jose Vicente, table
Play
12.
the 6 in the same
Apollo,
pocket.
Vicente, table 12.
A little too firm. He's going to fly up to get behind the 8. It looks like he does.
Roa and Davenport, table 13. Roa and Davenport, table 13.
Steve might have a little piece of it. I'm not sure. Yeah, from this angle here, it looks like it doesn't go. No matter what he does, he's going to have to hit this firm. Doesn't work out for him, so we got ball in hand for Joe Barbarese with 3 left on the table. If this ball's tight in the side, I would shoot it straight down into the corner. Don't mess around trying to feather by this 9 ball. You can just roll this 6 ball up a little bit, get fairly straight. It's fine. Some people like to hit the rail first, control the cue ball a little bit better. Playing this in the side, especially being tight, I wouldn't recommend. Guy has lines up with a slight angle. He might just try to stun this over a little bit.
Wendler Jr. and Fiegel, 17. Wendler Jr. and Fiegel, table 17.
Sure, if he sends this all the way up, he's going to run into the 9. I can't. Got an angle. I don't think he does. He might try to carry him here.
Dave Connelly and Justin Davis, table 11. Dave Connelly, Justin Davis,
And
table
he
11.
sinks it. And a fluke in the corner. Calls in the side pocket. Oh.
Russ
All right,
and Rob
Steve's left
Holiday,
with a
table
long,
23.
straight
Russ
shot.
And Rob Holiday, table 23.
Definitely a shot where you have to forget all the errors in the game here and just focus on this 1 ball. Really just take your time.
Lee Blanchard and
goes
Joe
right in.
Mihalek, table 22. Lee Blanchard, Joe Mihalek,
So
table
Steve
22.
ends Joe's streak. We're going to await his next opponent now.
Steve Grecco and Little, table 5, TV table. Steve Grecco and Little, table 5, TV table. Ken Gould
John
and
Little is
Delatorre,
coming up
table
next.
4. Ken
John is
Gould
a
and
cue ball
Delatorre,
regular.
table 4.
A good player, strong 6. This should be a good match. Very even.
Artie Cordero and Keith Cuff, table 16. Artie Cordero and Keith Cuff, table 16.
And here comes a lag between John and Steve. Excuse me, Tom, not John. Tom Little. It looks like Steve wins the break.
You won? Shannon, that is your last warning. Shannon, that is your last warning. You need to report your losses. Carlo Favretto and John Naylor, table 15. Carlo Favretto and John Naylor, table 15.
Three on the break, make that 4. And a cold roll here for Steve. A really good opportunity for Tom Little here at the table. Nothing touching. Everything kind of hanging out by a pocket. So Tom's going to give a slight angle here on the 1 ball. The roll up for the 3. 4 balls hanging, so the position from 3 to 4 is not drastic at all. Slides across. This or not. Barely. Do a slight masse.
Ken DiPaolo and Jason Errickson, table 12. DiPaolo and Errickson, table 12.
Put a little too much. Looked like it was so close he could have did a level Q masse. Just a lot
Nick
of
Shaw and
inside
Aaron O'Brien,
English. Let
table
the,
9.
to let
Nick
the felt
Shaw,
naturally
Aaron
take it over
O'Brien,
may have
table
worked.
9.
Steve has a couple options here. Play into the 4th ball on a carom. Goes for the carom, hits it a little too. Does find some cover. Even if you can see it, the pocket is blocked by the 5. And it's a combo attempt.
Dennis
No
Renaro and
good.
Bri Aristeo, table 8. Renaro and Aristeo,
And
table
gets
8.
a really good roll behind the 6 ball. Steve having a little rough time here. Breaks 3 balls in
Deb
dead
McGettigan
scratches.
and
Gets
Leslie
back
Berry,
to the table
3. Was that your last match?
for a
That's her
snooker.
last match. That's going to be Deb McGettigan and Nick Miller, table 3. Leslie's on deck. Deb McGettigan and Nick Miller, table 3.
Looks like Steve could either go 3 rails and come behind this 3 ball to send it up towards the table, or 1 rail. For a resafe option, I like the 3 rail option. And he goes for the 1. Okay, again, Tom Little to table. Fairly basic table run out. Depending how far in this ball is, I would follow this. They maybe still shooting this.
Lori Davenport and Leslie Berry, table 13. Lori
Hit it
Davenport,
slow
Leslie
enough.
Berry, 13.
On the wrong side. Might see a 3-rail shot to get back on top for the 6 ball. I decided to draw it. And I would send this down the corner pocket. A little bit more control. The cue
Lee
ball
Blanchard
is
and
right
Ray
there.
McElroy, 22. Lee Blanchard, Ray McElroy, table 22.
Just misses it. Shot the right shot.
Not much
Just
of a wait
mishit
in
it.
between matches now, guys. Please stay inside and be ready to go right up.
All right, Steve at the table here. Looks like a little low right.
Wendler Sr.
Come back towards
Tony
the middle
Gray,
of the table.
6. Wendler Sr., Tony Gray, table 6.
Great draw. Looks like he didn't have that
Ken
much
Gould
angle.
and Americo, table 4. Ken Gould and
And
Americo,
straight in
table
on the 9 ball.
4. Bob Carey and Pete Martin, table 2. Bob Carey, Pete Martin, table 2.
And Steve Grecco with the win.
Steve Grecco and Rob Martine, table 5, TV table. Steve Grecco, Rob Martine, table 5, TV table.
I believe
Nick
Rob
Shaw and
Martine is a
Angersbach,
skill
table
level
9.
6.
Nick Shaw and Angersbach, table 9.
Yeah, Rob Martine's a 6. Another even match here between 2 6s.
Rob Holliday and Amanda, table 23. Rob Holliday and Amanda, table 23. Kevin Fiegel and Pat Marshall, table 17. Kevin Fiegel, Pat Marshall, table 17.
All right, Rob Martine steps to the table for the lag.
Justin Davis and Shannon Brogsdale, table 11. Justin Davis, Shannon Brogsdale, table 11.
And Rob Martine wins the lag and will be breaking.
Carlo Favretto and Vernon Nate, table 15. Favretto and Nate, 15.
here comes a break by Rob. It's going to be a dry break for Rob. Here comes Steve to the table. A pretty big cluster here. Steve goes with the safety route, lets him out. Looks like Rob might be doing the same. Draw slightly back, send the one ball off the table out. Decided to go a different way.
Keith Cuff and Joe Connelly, table 16. Keith Cuff, Joe Connelly, table 16.
Like Robert here is going to go 2 rails to get shape on this 2 ball. A high with a hair of outside English. Let it carry towards the middle of the table. Shot here is more about the follow through than anything. You really want to get that spin on the ball. I rushed it a little bit. Undercut the ball. There's 2 rails inside. They have a window
Renaro
between
and
this
Delatorre,
3-5 for the
table
2.
8. Renaro and Delatorre, table 8. Tony Gray and Dawn Barbarese, table 6. Tony Gray, Dawn Barbarese, table 6. Jason Errickson and Little, table 12. Jason Errickson and Little, table 12.
It looks like Robert's going to have a fairly straight shot on this 2 ball here. Not much to do with the cue ball since the 3 ball is also in the middle of the table. At some point in this rack, this 7 ball is going to have to be addressed. Difficult part is there's really nothing close enough to it to bump it out. Probably a 2 to the 6. 6 to the 7 to play safe. Rolls up. On the wrong side, he may have to come down and back.
All that depth.
Oh, it breaks him out nicely. Looks fairly straight on this 4 ball. Oh. Well, Rob got a good roll running into them balls and still having a playable shot.
Lee Blanchard and Aaron O'Brien, table 22. Okay. Lee Blanchard, Aaron O'Brien,
slight angle. He can
22.
punch this into the rail to come back or a draw. Either one's fine.
Shannon Brogsdale, Russ, table 11. Shannon Brogsdale and Russ.
You see Robert go 2 rails with a hair of outside English. Big thing you don't want to do is get straight on this 8. Either side is going to be playable for that 9 ball. He decided to go 1 and does have a slight angle, which is good. You're going to see him just draw on top of this 9 ball.
Table 13. Leslie Berry, John Naylor, table 13. Nick Miller and Bri Aristeo, table 3. Nick Miller, Bri Aristeo, table 3.
Robert hits it well, slides right over for an easy 9 ball.
Almost no weight in between matches now, guys.
And Robert Martine with the win.
Americo versus Wendler Senior, table 4. Americo versus Wendler Senior, table 4. Rob Martine versus Justin Davis, table 5 TV table. Rob Martine and Justin Davis, table 5 TV table.
Our next player coming up to play Rob Martine, Justin Davis.
Hey guys, we are now at the point of the night where tables will start closing down and winners will start to play winners. We are getting down to the end.
All right, Justin Davis coming to the table. He is a skill level 5, playing Rob Martine, skill level 6.
Table 11, start your match. Okay.
All right, here comes the lag.
Angersbach and Lori Davenport, table 9. Angersbach and Davenport, table 9.
Like Justin's going to come away with the lag here, tight to the rail. All right. If you haven't noticed, the 9 ball gets spotted on the break here, which makes it very difficult for a natural path of the wing balls to go into the corner pockets. A lot of people like to cut break the 9 balls on the spot. Four ball drops. And Justin with the push out. Opens it up so he can still see the ball. Just a tough cut on the 1. Rob goes for a 2-way safety, but ends up hanging the 1 ball up. For Justin can get to the right side of this. They have to go 2 rails to make this. Problem is the 3 ball. Top of that 2 ball's tough. Tough to hit the ball straight, especially at that angle. Very little bit of surface area from the cue ball to hit.
Vernon Nate, Deb McGettigan, table 15. Bob Carey and Ken Gould, table 2. Bob Carey and Ken Gould, table 2. There is no wait list. If you're still in, please do not go outside or use the bathroom. We are going to play straight through to the second Calcutta.
Playing straight, just drawing this ball straight back to get to the middle of the table. Or you can go high inside, cheat the pocket. Likes to go straight back. Put a nice stroke on it. This ball looks fairly straight. Keeping this one simple would be the best route because even stopping there, you still have a nice angle on the 5 to come down for the 6. It draws it back slightly. Still has a very playable angle.
Rob Holiday.
You can either go with inside English to go 3 rails back to where he's at now, or slightly below center ball to go 2 rails to get back to the middle of the table. Looks like a little low left. And hit it really nice. Sometimes you can't see the angles from up here as well as they can, obviously.
Bri Aristeo and Rob Holiday, table 3. Bri Aristeo, Rob Holiday, table 3.
We're going to see Rob Martine just
Shannon
roll this
Brogsdale and
ball
Amanda,
up a little
table
bit.
11. Shannon Brogsdale and Amanda, table 11.
The last 4 balls are kind of connected dots. Something about it doesn't like. He may have more angle
Pat
than I
Marshall and
think he
Nick
does.
Miller, table 17.
He has more
Pat
angle.
Marshall and Nick Miller,
He could just
table
draw
17.
this into the long rail to come back out for the same shot with the 7 in the side. Tries to draw it slightly. Ends up in really good shape here. Going to see him with a hair of inside English go 1 rail. Kind of got on the 50-yard line here with this 8. Cut either
Shannon
way.
Brogsdale,
It's
are you
very
forfeiting?
difficult.
Please go to table 11. This is constant play. Your opponent's there. Americo Muniz and Kevin Fiegel, table 4.
Safety
Americo
options here. He
Muniz,
can
Kevin
hit this
Fiegel,
fairly
table
thin,
4.
try to find cover with the 9. It is tough. He looks like he is going for the cut.
Table 16 is now closed.
hits
You
it
can
very
leave the balls
good.
there. Table 16 is now closed. 16 and 23 are both closed.
Rob taking a walk around the table, taking his time. Sometimes the most routine shots tend to go overlooked, so it's good to have it taking it just as serious as any other shot.
Dennis Renaro and Keith Cuff, table 8. Dennis Renaro and Keith Cuff, table 8.
And Rob Martine sinks to 9, stays on the table. Good
Keith,
shooting
table
Robert.
8. Over here, just leave the balls there. Rob Martine and Joe Connelly, table 5, TV table. Rob Martine, Joe Connelly, table 5,
All right,
TV
so
table.
Rob Martine's next opponent will be Joe Connelly. All right, Joe Connelly's a 5, playing Rob Martine, 6. Here comes the lag. A little firm hit by Joe. You're going to see Robert here breaking.
Leslie Barry and Tony Gray, table 6. Table 13 is now closed. You can leave the balls there. Leslie Barry and Tony Gray, table 6. Table 13 is now closed.
Hey, Carlo. Carlo. Chips does Martine have? All right, Robert Martine trying to go on a streak here with 1 chip. Our fearless leader here, Lee Blanchard, with 4 chips left late. You may be hearing my voice for quite a while here.
Nick Miller and... No, that's wrong.
And
Sorry about
tight
that.
cut here for Joe.
Yeah.
It's a clean 6 ball. Put the brakes on a little bit, like he is covered slightly by the 4 ball.
Nick Miller and Dawn Barbarese, table 17.
Oh.
Nick Miller, Dawn Barbarese,
Good
table
hit.
17.
5-ball does hit.
Aaron O'Brien and John Naylor, table 22. Aaron O'Brien, John Naylor, table 22.
Really difficult shot here for Robert, passing that side pocket.
Vernon Nate and Pat Marshall, table 15. Vernon Nate, Pat Marshall, table 15.
Looks like he got a good roll here, covered up by the 7-ball.
Ken Gould and Lee Blanchard, table 2. Ken Gould and Lee Blanchard, table 2.
I'm going to see Joe try to go one rail here with a little bit of outside English to make this hit. Kind of tough to find cover afterwards. Rob Martine steps to the table. No trouble balls at all. Just going to be maintaining focus. I think his most difficult shot's going to be the 5 to the 6 ball. I see Robert bring this cue ball all the way down to the short rail.
Little and McGettigan, table 12. Little and McGettigan,
It's a
table 12.
little tight on it. He might be okay. I think he is.
Angersbach and Bob
But
Carey,
now he's going to go
table
low,
9.
low
Angersbach and
right
Bob
to
Carey,
get to the
table
middle
9.
or follow this. It's a hair up outside. Yeah, Robert really has to take his time here to get a good angle on this 5 ball to come back for the 6. Robert wants to stay underneath, which he did. Slight angle. Just focusing on the cut angle, dead center ball. He should come to the middle of the table and shoot this 7 in the side pocket.
Renaro and Errickson, table 8. Renaro and Errickson, table 8.
Really here, he just wants to stay down, follow through the ball. Shoots it well. A little off angle. He's on the wrong side. Robert's going to go 3 rails here. Able to get back to the center. Have to hit a little firm. All right, Robert overruns the 7 ball to get on the 8. Robert intended putting that 8 ball in the middle of the short rail. Just overruns it.
Broken. That match has
It's
been
a little
called for
too
5
full.
minutes. All right, he forfeits the break. Rack him and break him.
All right, Robert's sitting in the pocket here with the cue ball. Eyeing up the side pocket, which is the correct shot. Just go to follow this
Anchor's
ball
pop.
to the short rail to
I
come
don't
back.
know what's going on. You guys are now at 7 minutes and you haven't even started the rack.
Huh? No, but I back it in.
Table 9 has now been called for 6 minutes and it is not broken. If it's not broken 5 seconds, you both forfeit a chip. Shannon Brogsdale and Rob Holliday, table 3. Table 11 is now closed. Shannon Brogsdale, Rob Holliday, table 3. Table 11 is now closed.
One thing Robert is doing well, even though the shot is fairly simple, he gives it the respect that it deserves. A lot of people just run up to shoot that because of the angle. Robert is staying disciplined on these shots. Another win for Robert.
Rob Martine and Bri Aristeo, table 5, TV table. Rob Martine, Bri Aristeo, table 5, TV table.
Yep. Next up, we have Bri Aristeo on the TV table.
By the way, she.
And Robert's got this lag down about an inch off the short rail. Breaks again.
Table 15 is closed. Table 15 is closed. 11, 13, 15, 16, and 23, all closed.
Here comes break by Robert.
Americo Muniz and Vernon Nate, table 4. Americo Muniz, Vernon Nate, table 4.
And Robert sinks the 3 ball.
Leslie Barry, Kevin Fiegel, table 6.
Robert's
Leslie
got a tough
Barry,
start here
Kevin
with the
Fiegel,
1 ball, but it does
table 6.
provide a natural angle to get onto the 2. Just got to focus on making this ball. Decide to play safe here.
Lee Blanchard and Tony Gray, table 2. Lee Blanchard and Tony Gray, table 2.
Leaves the 1 ball open for Brianna. Very difficult to get back here for the 2 ball. Got by Brianna. As you can see this 2 ball full, she can actually use this 6 ball to help her move that 2 ball up table and leave the cue ball back by the 6.
Table 22 is now
And
closed.
good hit.
John,
Very
you can
nice
leave the
hit by
balls
Brandon.
there.
I guess
Come
she
over
couldn't
here.
see it.
22 is now closed. Garret, 11 is closed as well if you want to shut that off.
Another good roll by Robert. I'm not sure if Sure.
Nick Miller and John Naylor, table 17. Nick Miller,
Makes good
John Naylor, table
contact.
17. Little and Dawn Barbarese, table 12. Little and Dawn Barbarese, table 12.
Robert does have an angle here to move this around the table. Decides to play safety. Very nice safety. And Robert getting a little nervous here by his opponent, making
Finish the
sure
matches you're
playing
in,
very
and you are in
conservative.
the second Calcutta. Finish the matches you're in, and you are in the second Calcutta.
Brianna's going to try a one rail shot here. Difficult. The only consolation, even on ball in hand here, is the 8-ball is in very bad shape sitting by the side pocket.
We are selling.
We got a foul by Brianna. Robert comes to the table. Got Robert trying to find a game plan, which he does find. He needs to carom this 5-ball into the 8 to push the 8-ball down the rail or off. Playing 3 balls ahead at this point. Got a little angle here. He's going to have to punch this with a little bit of speed. Hits it really well. He did overrun the mark a little bit, but he still has the carom. Hit the 8-ball, half ball. Going to roll down for the 6. You don't want to baby this 5-ball because you don't want it to double kiss off of this 8. You want to hit with a medium speed. And hit it perfect, good speed. Well, now that the 8-ball's cleared up. Hit a little too full. All right, Bri Aristeo is coming up to the table here. Brianna can go outside English here, 2 rails to get to the table. Still a playable shot. Correct shot here. Brianna should go 2 rails. Brianna hits it really nice. Really good, smooth stroke. Brianna just needs to focus here on these last 2 balls. This is a stop shot. Not much to do. Fairly straight. Decided to roll it. The angle is there. It's not very steep. Seems safe from the side pocket if she just rolls this ball. Brianna just has to commit to this shot. No matter what her decision is, she just has to commit to one shot. And Overcuts it. Slight angle in the side pocket. I don't see Robert Martine having much of trouble here. Ball is off the rail. It looks cuttable. Rob Martine sinks the 9-ball, stays on the TV table. Good effort by Bri. We're going to go to a short ad break.
ShotTap.com. Get started today. You could be playing in a league as soon as next week and playing in tournaments like the ones you're watching right now. That's Jersey Shore Shots Tap, www.jerseyshoreshotstap.com. JB Cases Custom Case Design Studio. Visit them on the web at jbcases.com. Check out their case designer. It's amazing. You can pick your colors, your fabric, the number of pockets you want. I'm going to be ordering one soon, but I just couldn't wait, so I bought one off the shelf in the meantime. This case protects your cues like no other. Check them out on the web, jbcases.com. Rob Martine of Innovative Cutting Concepts, Custom Marble and Granite. Visit them on the web at www.innovativecuttingconcepts.com and check out their gallery. Some amazing workmanship. I know when I'm ready for my custom marble or granite countertops, I'm going to be giving Rob a call, and you should too. That's Innovative Cutting Concepts, Custom Marble and Granite by Rob Martine. Are you lusting after a new cue or maybe a new case? Let's be honest, if you're watching a pool stream, of course you are. Visit the Pool Cue Kickback Giveaways Facebook group. Look them up on Facebook. Here's your chance to get that new case or new cue that you've had your eye on for quite some time. That's Pool Cue Kickback Giveaways. Look them up on Facebook. Get in touch with John Cuccio, Q-tip specialist for all your cue repair needs. John is an authorized Kamui tip installer, does ferrule replacements and installations, and also removes dings and does other shaft repairs as well as cleanings. John's an all-around nice guy. For your Q-tip maintenance needs, get in touch with John Cuccio, 732-606-6642.